Okay, what we're going to look at here is what to do in an equation that looks something like this. Okay, and it kind of goes back to what we learned earlier this year, how sometimes we can do something called combining like terms. Okay, so what I mean by that is if you look at the equation on your screen right now, after you put your railroad tracks in, you'll notice that there are two of them that have the letter X. Okay, if you see that, you are allowed to put them together. Okay, so I can put together the 8x and the 2x, and I can get 10x. Okay, the rest of the equation is exactly the same. Plus 8 equals 108. Now, I need to solve this, but we actually have a couple things going on. So what I like to do first is get rid of the things that do not have a variable. So like right now, plus 8 is without the variable. X is with 10 here. Okay, so we have to get rid of all of that and get X all by itself. That's the goal. Okay, so let's start with this plus 8. The way to get rid of plus 8 is to subtract 8. Okay, plus 8, subtract 8, you have nothing left. But the rule is you have to do it on the other side as well. So notice on the train tracks there's a minus 8 on both sides. Okay, so after you do that, the 8's disappear, and now you're left with 10x equals 100 because we subtracted an 8. Okay, so now I want to get rid of that 10 in front of the x, and that's times. So we'll get rid of timesing by 10, we divide by 10. Okay, and that's what that fraction bar means, is divide. So I divide by 10 on both sides, since that's our rule, and you're left with just an x and an x on the other side, 100 divided by 10 would be 10. So that means in our original equation, if we put 10 in for x, we would have 80 plus 20 plus 8, and that would get 108. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so once again, remember you can do something called combining like terms. Here's another one here. 32 plus 4y plus 18 equals 150. Okay, well the 32 and the 18 does not have a variable. They are called constants. So since they don't have a variable, we can put them together. So we're going to go ahead and put that 32 and 18 together, and we get 50. Plus the 4y equals 150. Okay, so now once again, just like the last problem, we want to try to get this y by itself. So I'm going to get rid of the one without the variable first. So I have a plus 50 there. So I would take away 50 to get rid of it. Now I got to do that on the other side of the equation as well. So if I do 50 minus 50, I get nothing. And 150 minus 50, I get 100. So now I have 4y equals 100. So now I want to get rid of that 4 times y there, so I can get that y by itself. So the opposite of 4 times y is dividing by 4. And I got to do that on both sides of the equation. Okay, so on the other 4 divided by 4 is 1. On the other side, 100 divided by 4 is 25. So that means if I plugged in 25 to our original equation, 4 times 25 is 100, plus 32 is 132, plus 18 is 150. So it checks out.